If you are like me and are curious about the iconic Rolex 2, but not ready to pull the trigger on the real deal, or maybe you're wondering if a wide dial suits your style. Well, today we are taking a closer look at a timepiece from Watchdives, a brand known for creating high-quality Homage watches at affordable prices. This watch not only captures the adventurous spirit of Explorer 2, but does it at a fraction of the price. Let's break down how this watch stacks against all other Explorer 2 Homages or even some Seiko mods. Starting with the dial, this watch features a clean white face that immediately grabs your attention. That bold luminous hour markers are circular, with the 12 o'clock marker as a prominent triangle, making it easy to read in both daylight and low light conditions. The second, minute, and hour hand features a sleek black border around that luminescent fill, creating a striking contrast against that white dial. The short Mercedes style hour hand immediately grabs your attention when checking the time. However, under close inspection with a macro lens, I noticed some minor issues, a bit of black paint spilling onto the lume and a slight imperfection on the finish of orange GMT hand. That being said, considering the price point, it's hard to expect flawless high-end craftsmanship, and these small details don't detract from the overall appeal of the watch. The eye-catching orange GMT hand gives the watch an extra layer of functionality, allowing you to track a second time zone, which is especially useful for frequent travelers. The pop of color not only adds a visual interest, but also makes the hand stand out clearly. I chose the thicker, bold orange GMT hand over the longer red version because orange is one of my favorite colors. The vibrant pop of orange against that clean white dial is not only visually striking, but also adds a pleasing contrast that makes the watch stand out. The brushed stainless steel case here is both robust and sleek, striking a perfect balance between durability and understated elegance. The 24-hour brushed bezel not only reduces glare, but also gives a watch a rugged, refined aesthetic. This iconic bezel style, combined with its GMT function, has inspired countless designs from brands like Seiko, Tudor Black Bay Pro, Christopher Ward Sealander GMT, and even some from Grand Seiko models. Personally, I prefer brushed steel over polished surfaces because the softer, more subtle light reflections on brushed steel are far more flattering compared to the harsher glare you get with polished finishes. This is just my opinion though, and how I feel about watches currently, and it changes all the time. Plus, I own many highly polished watches. The case thickness sits comfortably on the wrist here, though it leans towards the bulkier top-heavy side, giving it a substantial presence that feels like a true tool watch. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of thick watch cases, as slimmer and smaller watches tend to feel and look nicer on my wrist. However, this watch is designed to be a tool watch, and if you prefer that bulk and heft in your timepiece, this one definitely delivers while still looking pretty good. The crown here is signed with that Watchdives logo and features a nice grippy texture, making it easy to adjust both the time and date. The brushed crown guards are well designed, staying out of the way and allowing for smooth, unobstructed operation when making adjustments. Okay, moving to the bracelet. It is made of solid 316L stainless steel with the brushed finishes that complements the case perfectly. The links are well constructed here and feel sturdy, giving the watch a balanced premium feel on the wrist. The bracelet tapers from 20mm to 16 and ends with a secure folding Watchdives clasp. While the clasp has some sharp edges on the inside that can cause slight pinches if your wrist presses against a desk or a hard surface, it's very acceptable for the price point. On the flip side though, the bracelet links are finished to a very high standard. The brushed finish is nicely executed and the edges are smooth, giving it a feel comparable to bracelets found on watches in the range of like $600–700. For $140, it's incredibly impressive. One thing to note about the bracelet is the links are secured using a push-pin collar system. It's a reliable method, though a bit more fiddly compared to screw-in links. You will want to be careful when resizing, but once adjusted, the bracelet feels solid and secure. I have to say though, despite its half-thick case and overall size, this watch wears surprisingly comfortably on the wrist. The bracelet itself feels great, though as I mentioned earlier, the clasp can be a bit uncomfortable if you do a lot of desk work and you're resting your wrist on a desk or a hard surface. On my 6.5 inch wrist, the watch does feel a bit large, especially since I'm used to more smaller, thinner 36mm sporty watches. When I look down at my wrist, it feels like a big watch. However, the lugs don't extend past my wrist, and from a third-person perspective, the watch looks just fine. For my personal taste though, it leans a bit on the larger side. This watch is water resistant up to 100 meters, meaning it's well equipped for swimming, showering, or even a light snorkeling. It's built to withstand everyday challenges while maintaining its stylish appearance. Overall, this Watchdives model combines the rugged charm of professional tool watch with a design that's stylish enough to wear in more casual settings. Its wide dial, bold markers, and vibrant orange accents give it a unique look that so many people are crazy about. So whether you're an adventure enthusiast looking for a reliable GMT watch or simply a collector who appreciates a well-executed design at an affordable price, this Watchdives piece is a solid contender. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this watch, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.